Hello, we're Mark and Sophie and welcome to our van tour. This is our van Terry. Terry is an ex-DPD van, a long wheelbase Mercedes Sprinter 2017 plate. On the roof we've got 340 watts of solar power, and when it came to wheels we obviously had to go with Rogue Alloy. They're the best.
Let's go in. So the van both seats and sleeps for. So we've got the twin seats there, the two seats in the front, and then the big bench seat here. This folds out into another adult double bed.
So my favourite part of the van is our bedroom area, and when we designed it, we decided to put these little curved bits in here, and that just makes it feel like it's a little separate area. It makes it feel like a cosy den, and we also have a curtain so we can close it across and make it even more cosy. So we have a fixed bed in our bedroom area of the van. In our previous van we did have a seating area that converted into a bed, but for this build we definitely decided that a fixed bed was the way forward. Mark is full-time in the van, and it's just a lot easier than having to keep putting seating away each day to just have the fixed bed. It's a lot more comfortable, and we can sleep widthways in the van. We've got the extenders on the side, which means we can have a double-sized mattress in here. Neither of us are particularly tall, so it's 6 foot across and we can sleep quite comfortably in that, can't we? And even with the dog sometimes too.
Always with the dog. So this love den does double up as a man cave too. So I've got my Xbox in here, I've got my Nvidia Shield, I've got various other things plugged into a 42-inch TV. It's the perfect little den to close the curtains and hide away, watch a movie, play a game. So we also have a Google smoke alarm and carbon monoxide detector. This also pairs up with the phone to the Google Hive, and I could get a notification if there was any smoke in the van. Even if I wasn't in the van, anywhere in the world, I'd get a notification to say that smoke detected in the van. And for our internet connection, we use both the 3 network and the EE network, connected with a Netgear Nighthawk router. We paired that up with an external pointing antenna, and so far we receive internet everywhere we've been.
So the problem with having a fixed bed is you need to have storage space underneath, which means your bed needs to be quite high, which if you're vertically challenged like me, it's not always the easiest to get in. And that's where our toilet comes in handy, because it doubles up as a stepladder. So under here is our composting toilet, and we've got the Separate Tiny, and that just connects up to a vent to keep the smells away, and it's been great for our van. Love it. So we have 4 of these locking overhead storage cupboards in the van. We actually bought them from an independent seller at Camp Quirky, and they lock nicely when you're on the road, but you do have to be careful when you open them or you get a bag of flour on your head. All the other cupboards in the van were built by Mark.
So probably my favourite area of the van is the kitchen area. It's certainly the area I spend the most in. So we've got a twin burner hob. It's a gas hob. The gas canister is locked away under here. We also have a sink that doubles up with a little bit of extra space should we need it. And then we've got our fridge down here, a domestic fridge with a freezer compartment for the ice creamer. And probably my favourite feature of the van.
That's
here.
your real favourite bit, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sorry to say it, but I always have to have 3 bottles of wine in the van. So because of the limitations of a tiny kitchen, we decided to make an extender here for our worktop. The worktop is a bamboo worktop, so it's super light, it's super hard. We have to treat it with a food grade oil, which brings out the colour in it. It's an awesome, awesome worktop.
So one of the biggest questions we get asked about cooking in the van is how do we get rid of cooking smells? And to be honest, we just try and prevent them in the first place. So what we do is open this little side window here when we're cooking. It's right above the hob area. And then we also have a ceiling fan, which we make sure is on and open. And that makes sure that we get a good flow throughout the van and avoids smells and build-up of steam.
So when we first got the van, there was just empty space here above the cab. So great little project with the kids. We all got together and we cut out this board here, this MDF board, and we've mounted that above the headroom here, and this has proven to be really valuable storage space now. So we got things like the cameras and drones, the Wonder Bag, my pasta making board, there's all sorts up there, dog food, loads of space up there, so that's proven to be a must-have.
So when we designed this van, we decided to go with the white and the sage green colours as that complemented our Vanlife Eats logo. And actually we fell in love with it, and it's created this sort of beachy vibe in the van, which we really enjoy. So we've got some nice soft lighting in here, and recently we added these spotlights in the ceiling as well. Obviously we take a lot of cooking videos and photos in our van, and this lighting just means we can get those better quality photos.
So from a security point of view, we've got a full Google Home setup in here. So we've got the cameras, so we've got one in the back, one in the front, and these are brilliant. They will send me a notification to my phone to let me know if there's any movement, if they hear any sounds. Even in the dark, these are brilliant. So we have the factory alarm fitted on the van as well as an additional measure where we fitted sensors to every entry point on the van. So it works with vibration. So when it's armed, if someone touches the door handles, it will buzz and let them know that there's an alarm system in place. And if they try again, it will go off, and that also will send a notification to my phone to say that someone has attempted to get in the van. There's one more system in place, and that's by a company called Stop My Engine, and that is an immobiliser that's fitted to the engine, and if my mobile phone is not in range of the van, then it will just cut out instantly. Therefore, if someone drives off in it and it's not me with my phone, then they won't get very far, and a constant horn will sound as well, so they'll be legging it. One of the advantages of a DPD van as well is all the diamond anti-drill plates that have gone over all the locks, and also we've got a little fob here as well, so that we can get into the doors. Without that fob, it's got an additional deadlock. Okay, into the garage area under the bed. So it's divided into two sections. We've got the section here with a lot of cooking equipment. We've got things like our fire pit, our wood burner stove, our pizza oven. There's all sorts of cooking related things there, but let's talk electrics. So we have a huge 400 amp hour Roma battery. All of our Victron equipment provided by Bluefix Energy Solutions. We have a dual DC to DC charging system and an MPPT controller for our solar. So the other thing that's hard to show you in here is our heating system. We have a Chinese diesel heater from Max Peeding Rods. It's excellent. It's cost £125 and it's brilliant. It's got its own fuel tank, which you can bypass and plumb it straight into your diesel tank on your van. I haven't done that yet, but that is something I will do at some point. But otherwise, it's perfect. It's got a thermostat on it. It's got a key fob on it, so you can turn it on and off easily from if you're not in the van, preheat the van. Brilliant. Got a really good app as well. You can set the temperature, you can set a timer, you can preheat the van wherever you are with the app. Brilliant. £125. Previously on the old van we had an Eberspacher, I don't even know how you say that one, £1,200 heating system. Again, it was great, but this was £125 and it does more.
So as we already said, this van sleeps four, but obviously we forgot our four-legged friend in that four. So Darcy generally sleeps here, she sleeps on her bed, but more often than not, especially if Mark's on his own in the van, she ends up getting in the main bed. Where's Daddy? Okay, that's all, folks. So thank you very much for joining us for our van tour. And if there's anything you want to see in a bit more detail, then let us know in the comments below.
Thanks very much, guys. Take care.